Man, the doctor was smoking a cigarette. When I went in, he was smoking.
Christ almighty.
And then he offered me a cigarette. And he offered me one. And you know what? I took it.
Hi everyone and welcome to the Freedom is Not Free channel. My name is Stan. This is my friend Lewis, and
Hi guys.
Today we are in a beautiful town of Geneva.
Here is Geneva. Welcome.
Switzerland. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful around here.
It's amazing, yeah.
Why are we here, Lewis?
We've been here to support Taiwan. Basically, that's the simplified version.
Taiwan flag here.
Yeah. And we've been here for a day already. We've just been to an event.
Yeah.
It was super interesting, super cool. And I can't wait to do some more. We've got some more stuff going tomorrow, so looking forward to it. Yeah, busy, but this is a little walk and talk for Stan's channel. So yeah, what were we going to talk about today?
Well, the idea for this video came a bit spontaneously because today there was a medical exhibition here in central Geneva of some Taiwanese medical companies, and some Taiwanese officials came here, like the Minister of Health, some of the legislators from all the three parties in Taiwanese parliament. And
it was crazy.
We were discussing like our experiences with Taiwanese healthcare, and Lewis had actually experience with Chinese healthcare, and I really wanted you to share with my viewers.
Sure. Yeah.
How it is to go to the hospital in China. Because in Taiwan it's very straightforward. Yeah. If you live there long enough, you have your national insurance card.
Even as a foreigner.
Yeah, even as a foreigner, of course.
Yeah.
As long as you're paying taxes in Taiwan, you're eligible. Yeah. And even if you don't have a national health insurance card, it's pretty affordable. I mean, like for some simple stuff like some skin conditions, or like if you get a flu, it's around like $50 to see a doctor per visit.
That's true.
And also all the medication included.
All of my COVID jabs were free in Taiwan. I mean, in Taiwan they look after you. They properly take care of you. The hospitals are super efficient, super clean. You can get an appointment on the same day.
And they all speak English.
Yeah.
All the doctors speak English.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was real useful for me because, as you know, my Mandarin is not really it's not at a doctor's level. So, I'm not going to understand all of these words for diseases, So that kind of thing. So it's really like super useful. It's really efficient and great. And would you believe it? China is the exact opposite. For one thing.
What is it like?
Well, for one thing, like, let's just spit out some facts. China does not have universal healthcare. They do not have any form of universal healthcare for everybody.
Well,
it's
on
not
paper
affordable.
they do, but it's kind of non-existent.
It's not.
Yeah. On paper,
it's a lie.
They have laws related to universal healthcare, but they don't have it in reality because you still have to pay for everything.
That's the case for many things in China. On paper, it looks good, but reality is far from what they say the law is, and that kind of thing. It's ridiculous. So, going into a hospital in China. Okay, so you go in. You have to, first of all, even if you've been there before, you still have to go and register. Okay. And you have to pay this little small registration fee at the desk. You go and get registered, you tell them why you're there, and then they arrange for you to go and see a doctor. So you wait for a while, your name comes up on the screen, you go to see a doctor, and there's absolutely no privacy. Okay. So you'll go in.
So there is
see the doctor.
Doctor's room, you get in.
Let's just imagine that you've got like something really embarrassing, a really embarrassing problem. Yeah, right?
Maybe like some skin condition or
something,
whatever.
You know what I mean? So you go and see the doctor, and there's about 10 other people.
Oh, really?
Like random strangers. Yeah. They all come into the room and they start watching and
do they have like curtains or?
If they do, like they don't really serve the function that they're supposed to serve, you know what I mean? Like the people will just come into the room. Yeah. The door's always open. There's no privacy whatsoever.
It's terrible.
Really bad, right?
It's like their bathrooms like with no with no covers, no doors.
Dude, there's no soap in the bathrooms in the hospitals in China.
Like, in the hospital?
In the hospital. Of all the places you would think there would be soap, there was absolutely no soap.
Condition that should be sterile at the hospital.
Yeah, let's wait because it's red. So no soap in the bathrooms, no privacy. I remember like one of my first experiences at a hospital in China. I went into the room to speak to the doctor.
Yeah.
And man, the doctor was smoking a cigarette. When I went in, he was smoking.
Christ almighty.
And then he offered me a cigarette. He offered me one.
What kind of doctor was that?
The smoking doctor,
the
obviously.
Smoking doctor, no, I mean like what his specialization was.
It was like skin.
Skin, okay.
So
he probably encouraged you to smoke to have a better skin.
I had like a little bit of an outbreak in acne. Like it's something that I've struggled with like my whole life. So I figured I'd go and see the doctor who might give me some antibiotics. Something like along the lines, similar to what would happen in the UK. So he's smoking and he offers me one and I'm like, this is a doctor who's supposed to look after like skincare and smoking's not exactly good for that, is it? So the hospitals are crowded. I don't know what it's like for someone from China, but as a foreigner there, you're really the spectacle. You're risking it, man. You're a spectacle. It's like you're like an exhibition. You're like an animal at the zoo kind of thing. Everybody's looking at you and they want to know what's wrong with you.
Is it expensive though?
I mean, no, not for me. It wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was like on a foreigner's wage. Right? But I would imagine for the average Chinese person,
it would
it's
have
expensive.
Been probably, And they also have to give gifts to those doctors to actually have some better,
you bribe them,
care,
especially if your wife is pregnant and you want the baby to be looked after properly, you better be bribing that doctor.
Wow. Oh my God, that's like the difference between the first world and the third world. And Taiwan is in the first world for a very long time already.
It's like night and day. It really is. It's just so different. I was in Taiwan during the whole pandemic.
Yeah, the pandemic,
like when it was at its peak. And even when the pandemic was going on, I was still able to get a doctor's appointment. So,
even though the whole medical system was pretty overloaded at that time.
Yeah, exactly. So it just shows you that Taiwan's healthcare works. And it's not only an amazing healthcare system, it's like one of the world leading healthcare systems in the world. I believe when I did some research, it was number 2 out of all of the world. It even beats the UK, and the UK has a really
NHS has its own problems.
Health system, but healthcare system.
I definitely think the Taiwanese system is more efficient.
Compared
to the UK.
Dude, you're waiting for months in the UK to get an appointment, a diagnosis, an appointment, or anything. Just something like an X-ray or whatever. Taiwan, you can more or less do it on the same day, or at least in the same week.
That's very convenient and very efficient. But smoking doctor, he was smoking in the room.
And he offered me one, and you know what? I took it because I used to smoke back then. I was like, okay.
It's kind of seen in a very awkward movie,
you really don't expect it.
Doctor's room, doctor's office, a foreigner comes in, gets us sick.
It's hilarious.
Smoking, talking about skin conditions.
It
was unbelievable, unfucking-believable. Just imagine, right now China says that they are representing Taiwan for the healthcare issues at the WHO, and Taiwan is not being let in. Even though China has nothing to do with Taiwan, and when the global pandemic happened, it was Taiwanese doctors who tried to actually let the whole world know that something's going on in China.
You saw what happened in China. They even convinced the World Health Organization to make a tweet saying that the virus was not human to human transmissible, right? Which is crazy that the World Health Organization even entertained the idea of tweeting that. Is just beyond belief, right?
That's why the WHO doesn't mean World Health Organization. basically means Winnie is happy organization.
Winnie is happy organization.
Yeah, WHO, yeah. Winnie is happy organization, with Winnie the Pooh being the dictator of China, Xi Jinping.
And he's definitely in charge.
Yeah, so guys, what do you think? If
let me know.
Where would you like to get sick? In China or in Taiwan?
Ooh, I wonder what they're going to say.
Yeah, I will choose Taiwan, always.
Yeah.
Always.
And just like one thing that you can learn from Taiwan's story with its like experience trying to get into the World Health Organization is that politics should never stand in the way of health.
Yeah.
And it does.
Unfortunately.
And that is a really sad thing, yeah?
Yeah. So,
anyway.
Stay strong, Taiwan. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.
Yeah.
And remember that freedom is not free.
It certainly isn't. See you guys.